It's like Good Friday right now. I was in like a real like Bach mood this morning. I haven't sight read my Beethoven Piano Sonata yet. I always do it in the morning. I haven't done it yet because I spent like an hour or like longer than I should have like with my Bach shit because I did a bunch of extra shit. Anyways, you know, it's Good Friday, and there are a lot of musical masterpieces. Some of the greatest pieces ever written were written about Good Friday. I feel like I gotta listen to one of them. Now, I did listen to the Goldberg Variations because I was in such a Bach mood. But the St. Matthew's Passion, most of the text is taken from St. Matthew's, one of the greatest things ever by Bach. The St. John Passion, I haven't listened to it. And also the opera Parsifal, which I haven't heard yet by Wagner. And they're all like the greatest fucking thing ever, you know what I mean? They're the greatest fucking thing ever. Because it's got a great story, great music. Anyways, so I might listen to this today. I've also got in mind to sketch more shit. I might sketch a landscape. Oh wait, actually, you want to hear a story?
Yeah.
This is an important story. So I'm like walking my dog, and I was listening to the Prague Symphony at the time. I recently finished my Mozart Symphony cycle. Very good shit. Very good shit. You know, somehow it hits every time. Like 2 days ago, I listened to the final 3 symphonies, which kind of form a cycle. The Jupiter Symphony, the finale of the Jupiter Symphony, I mean, everybody says that it's the greatest fucking thing ever, and it is the greatest fucking thing ever. It's like the one moment where Mozart actually used all of his powers. Because Mozart, he wrote music that was trying to be consistently pleasing to the public ear. He was not, well, not to the public ear, but to his notion of, he didn't want to write music that was too complicated. He had a principle that music should always be pleasing. And in the Jupiter Symphony, he actually goes all out and like uses the full forces of his powers. And it's like a Fugata. I mean, he kind of copied Michael Haydn, but it's like a Fugata thing. And I swear to God, you know, I've listened to this thing, you know, probably like 4 times now. I don't listen to it all the time. You can't listen to it all the time. But the finale, okay, I get more oxytocin than an orgasm, okay, listening to the finale of this thing. It hits every fucking time. And it's like, one of these days it's not going to hit.
Oxytocin, the love chemical, as it's also called.
Well, it's also the heroin chemical. But I swear to God, I get that hit because it's kind of the aesthetic thing. Also, if you play like 2 seconds of like the one Beethoven string quartet, I also get that as well. And actually, it's appeared in clips of videos, and literally a couple seconds of it is enough to hit me. So I don't know. It's like I'm a fucking trained dog. Anyways. So this is a day before that. I'm listening to the Prague Symphony. You know, it's great. I like to walk up to the old elementary school, you know, and listen to music, and then like sit around and like contemplate. Like, man, like I used to like, this is my old stomping ground, and they got the windmill and shit. You know, there's a weird ass guy up there that day. Anyways, we're like walking back down, and we're walking down the hill, and out of this house, a Doberman darts out of nowhere. Okay. And it's like off the leash. I think the thing had like a shock harness or some shit, but the lady, she like dropped the fucking whatever. So a fucking Doberman darts out of the house, and it's like, my first instinct is obviously to run, but then I'm like, wait, I would never outrun a Doberman, right? Obviously. So then I'm like, I gotta pick up the dog so that way that it doesn't fucking eat the dog. Now, I think it was like a year and a half ago, my dad was out walking, and it wasn't a Doberman, there's like some big dogs in the neighborhood. A dog like almost got Indy, and my dad like picked up the dog, and he like got bit real bad on his arm. And the Doberman didn't seem super aggressive, it seemed more playful, but you know, you never know what can happen. So then I'm like trying to pick up the dog, and this is as I'm listening to like some really intense Mozart, so it's like, you know, it's like it was actually during like the Prestes. It was like, you know, it was like the sort of music you'd have in a movie. So it was actually kind of comedic at the time.
I love how you're pretentious enough to show like, instead of like or like that for aggressive,
like,
you're like,
It was like, no, but it was like comedic, like it was like in a movie. Like, cause actually I was like extremely stressed out, and I was like, eventually I was like screaming "fuck" because Indy was like so aggressive that he was like trying to go after the Doberman, even though it's like you don't have a fucking chance, like you're a little dog. So he's like trying to squirm out of my arm the whole time, and he like jumped out of my arms multiple times, and like he was fucking like upside down on his back. So then I'm like screaming "fuck" because we can't. And then like 4 guys, none of them wearing shirts, all of them over 2,000 pounds, are like coming out of the house to like solve the situation. And this lady, and then there was another dog, just like out of nowhere, just like an innocent bystander dog. He was not aggressive at all. But there was another dog. So then his leash is like entangled in Indy's leash. But then there's also like the Doberman shock shit is like entangled. So this woman is like basically knitted herself into, kind of like a harness with the leashes and shit. And, I'm like, oh shit, is my fucking dog going to die here? Like, and also this is like a busy ass road. So there's like cars going by the whole time. But eventually I got a hold of Indy, and, we like got the leashes untangled and shit. And, I went on my day. Then we walked back, and Indy, I carried him a little of the way. Oh yeah, because I had to unclip Indy's collar to get the leashes untangled in order to get it together, because I think that was also an issue. He was being pulled by the leash that was tangled. Anyways, got the dog, put the leash back on. He's got his tail down for like the rest of the walk, and then we're like checking him out, and he's like, okay, I guess. And it's not until the next day that my dad like shows me in the morning. He's like, oh yeah, Indy was actually bit pretty bad. So the Doberman was being aggressive. It's actually quite lucky that I was not bit by the Doberman. So Indy was actually bit pretty bad, and he's not doing too hot. He's rather stiff walking, and he's not as well off right now. He had to go to the vet, and they drew blood to make sure he didn't have rabies and shit. I mean, obviously he's still cooking, but he's not.
The chef's still cooking. He just.
Yeah, I think he's a little sore, but.
He's just only made soup.
Yeah, so that was quite the event. Shit, it's quite the event. That story was like 7.5 minutes.
And it was basically Doberman. Are you trying to do some, like, freaky thing?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Because it's giving me freakiness, but it's like robotic freakiness. Can I have a try? It's no longer freaky.
Well, I gave up.
Yeah, no. I thought. Give me a. We want to show you freaky. We want to show you the freaky time. Don't break a set.
Okay, give me some bass drum. There's like no beat here, man. Well, that was like 20 minutes. Honeysuckle Rise, motherfuckers! Oh god, I've like not the record, haven't I?
What?
Whatever.